I am such a glutton for punishment. Hello, it's July 2023. It has been about a month since I released the trailer for Dalek December 2023, and I am already extremely stressed. The plan is to release multiple videos over the course of December, celebrating 60 years of Doctor Who and the first Dalek story, but also celebrating a quite personal milestone in that 2013 was when this channel really took off, when I did the original Dalek December. That's when I started getting an influx of subscribers. It was precisely that sort of thing that led to the sort of epic 4-part story of the adventures of Derek and Matt, and what would then go on to become, quite simply, the Cult of Scratchwood. And everything that's happened since then stems from that event where I released multiple Dalek videos over the course of December. And I kind of want to recapture that magic a little bit, and just, as much as anything, to say thank you to all of my subscribers for sticking with me for the last 10 years doing this nonsense, because it's been a blast and I've enjoyed it, and I hope you have too. The slightly stressful side of the whole process, it can kind of be broken down into 2 categories. One, time. I've got a little one at the moment, as you all know. So he's monopolising most of my time at the moment, which is why I released the video so early, because I wanted to give myself a deadline and stick to it. As it stands, I've got a good 5 months to get everything filmed, edited and ready to go. I've managed to sort of break it down into 3 brand new videos. So there's going to be an episode of the Cult of Scratchwood, which is, I think, one of the funniest things I've ever written. There's going to be a new episode of the Adventures of Derek and Matt, but with a twist. Essentially, I am releasing the unseen 1963 pilot of the Adventures of Derek and Matt, which is just something that's wonderfully ridiculous. And I've had that script in a drawer for absolutely ages, and I think it's going to be really good. I'm excited, looking forward to it. And I'm also doing a follow-up to Buy a Dalek, which is that kind of Apple advert kind of parody with Darren and Donald, with a twist that this time we're going to introduce the Paradigm Supreme Dalek as well, because the Paradigm Daleks are so Apple. It's beyond belief, and it's yeah, it's kind of criminal, really, that I haven't done that yet. So yeah, there's going to be a new Buy a Dalek sketch as well, and those are the 3 main ones. I was approached by Rory Stock of Brit Animations, who wants to reanimate the Asylum. It's a project we discussed ages ago when he was animating the Asylum 3, which had only ever been seen in audio form up until that point. And he did such a fantastic job on it. So when he approached me and said, I want to redo the Asylum, I bit his hand off. Because that means I can delegate a single video to somebody else, which is insane. I never thought I would delegate work for this channel to anybody else. But I'm incredibly grateful to Rory for offering to do that, because the Asylum deserves that kind of extra special treatment, because that will also be 10 years old this year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can come up with. He's already sent me some preliminary screenshots of some additional bits and bobs that he's doing, which is very exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product if it's ready in time. Because of course Rory is giving up his time for free, and I'm incredibly grateful. So thank you, Rory. Go subscribe to Brit Animations. I'll stick a link up there. Go subscribe. He's really good. The second thing that's causing me quite a lot of stress is these guys. These are all over a decade old now. They're starting to break down. They're a bit worn in places. There's a few sort of dents and scrapes on them. Darren is not actually the original model anymore. That has completely given up the ghost. I've still got him. He's behind me over there, next to Davros. I'm never going to let him go, because he's what got me started. I think Darren was my my first remote control Dalek. He's the first one to appear in any videos, in stuff that isn't out there anymore because it's terrible. And then Big Derek comes along a little later. Yeah, I've got so much love for these models and their little characters. New Darren is a recent purchase. I got him about a year or so ago now, purely because I did not have a working model for Darren anymore. So it was kind of a necessity purchase in order to keep the story going. But the problem I've got really is the 18-inch models, which are so expensive to replace. I mean, Monty is irreplaceable. If he broke down at any point, I would not be able to replace him. I would have to buy an 18-inch Dalek and start again from scratch, which I don't particularly want to do. So, you know, it's about sort of nursing all these models through videos. And at the moment, they are starting to develop quirks and oddities. The Supreme Dalek got water damaged when my cellar was flooded. And he is in working order now, but the eye stalk doesn't go up and down. If you turn the dome to the right, it just sort of sits there. When you turn to the left, it goes up and down. I think the contacts on that side have gone rusty. And I'm not brave enough to break him apart and clean him up. So, yeah, it's not just these guys. Like the Paradigm Supreme is very temperamental. It doesn't always like responding to the remote control inputs. The remote controls are all really temperamental now. In short, I'm working with things that are probably starting to get beyond their usable life, and it would be incredibly expensive to replace them. So I guess my worry is that any videos I make from now on, I've got to be super careful what I'm doing with the Daleks in them. So yeah, I'm trying my very best to keep them in good condition and maintain them regularly, and, you know, keep them clean and tidy. But I'm also very aware that these are becoming things that are outdated. The 18-inch Daleks are well over 10 years old. Derek I bought, I think, in 2009. They're nearly 15 years old. You can't get spares anymore. To replace them, they do come up in pristine condition on eBay very occasionally, but you're talking hundreds of pounds. It's troubling, because I love these guys to bits and I want to keep making stories with them. But I'm also very aware that they are getting a bit worn out, and yeah, it's stressing me out, and I'm just worried that I won't be able to make videos with them for much longer. I will eke it out as long as possible. I will try and keep them going. You know, I mean, Monty's got no issues. I mean, he's a little battle worn in places for various reasons, but he is in good working order. Derek also good working order. The Supreme Dalek, again, bit temperamental, but you know, he's hanging in there, and he's in enough of working order that I can keep him going. But the big problem is the remote controls. Like I said, some of them are very temperamental. I started with 3 remote controls for these Daleks. I'm down to 1. The others just do not work anymore. Yeah, it's worrying, and I think there will come a time in the next few years where I will have to wrap the story up and say that's enough, because I just won't be able to use the models anymore. And that makes me quite sad, got to be honest. I hope I don't have to. I hope I can keep them going, but if one of the main characters breaks, then you know, it's going to be difficult to replace them. Donald's ideal because he barely moves anyway. I basically just pose him where I want him and add his lights in post. So Donald is going to go on forever. he's remarkable. But the others, yeah, Darren's already been replaced. I could just about afford that. If any of these guys breaks, that's going to be a problem. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not trying to be morose or anything, or sort of overly negative, but it does worry me that my cast are getting a bit old and tired. It's like, you know, when you watch TV shows that have been brought back for sort of reunion specials, and you can tell the cast are getting on a bit, and you know, just aren't as youthful and energetic as they used to be. That's kind of where I'm at with the cult, and the props are showing their age. And yeah, I hope to keep telling stories with them for years to come, but I think there will come a point where I can't anymore. And yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm being overly pessimistic. I think that they're all hanging in there for now. They've, like I say, I've got a few quirks and oddities, but not to the point where I need to worry imminently. You know, I've just got to be careful with them, take the batteries out regularly, and you know, just make sure they're kept away from water, for example. Yeah. So yeah, an exciting few months to come while I make these videos. I've written the scripts for 2 of them. Like I say, the pilot episode for the Adventures of Derek and Matt I've had in a drawer for ages. The script for the Cult of Scratchwood episode, which is called Groundhog Day of the Daleks, has been written. And like I say, I think it's one of the funniest scripts I've ever written. And the By a Dalek sketch I've got some ideas for, but I need to sit down and flesh it out into something proper. And then, once I've done all that, I can start filming and editing, which will be a long and drawn out process. So, yeah. Exciting, but worrying. It's, yeah, I look forward to the next few months and getting a cornucopia of celebratory content out for you. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Anyway, that's where I'm at. And yeah, I'll keep filming little updates as we go. And by the end of this video, you'll have gone from a journey from now through to the end. And I will give you my final thoughts. It's very exciting. Just got to put the work in and get it done. December feels very, very close, considering it's July. That trailer was released a month ago. I thought I'd have more done by now. Yeah. I'm a serial procrastinator. That's my problem. So I need to crack on and get these guys' stories written and ready to go. Yeah. Exciting. Look forward to sharing it with you all. Hello. It's the 26th of July today, and I have finished writing all of the videos for Dalek December. I had a hospital appointment today. I had to have an exploratory procedure done, and they pumped me full of sedative and reliably informed me that I would be very drowsy for the remainder of the day, and as such I'm not allowed to drive, operate heavy machinery or make important life decisions. I've come home and just been ridiculously hyperactive, so I've banged out the script for A Dalek 2023. So given that I'm still hyperactive and it's 10:15, I'm going to try and film it. It's quite exciting because I've got a new bit of kit to play with. I've bought a light box, which should hopefully give the video that kind of Mac versus PC advert vibe, because they're filmed on a soundstage which just looks like a white void, and that's of course what the A Dalek video was trying to parody. So this will make it look a little bit closer to what it's parodying, is maybe a strong word, paying homage to, shall we say. Yeah, it's an exciting bit of kit. I'm also going to try filming it on my mobile phone. I did some test footage the other day, and depending on what subject is in the light box, it doesn't always like it. So I've had a fiddle with my video settings, and we'll see if that makes any difference. But yeah, I'm channeling my hyperactivity into something productive. And then in a few hours, when I inevitably collapse from exhaustion, I'll hopefully get a decent night's sleep. Deep joy, deep joy. I make good life choices. Anyway, let's give this thing a go. Alright, that's a wrap. It only took about 20 minutes, so quite pleased with that. Annoyingly, they don't all fit in the light box at the same time, so yeah, we just have to work around what we have. But it is a remarkable bit of kit, this. It's very clever. It's literally plugs into the wall. You've got a little adjuster there to make the light brighter and dimmer. And it's all powered. If I turn this off, actually, all the way off, and I'll be able to show you inside a bit more clearly. Up the top there, you can see there's some LEDs, and they literally just light up the whole box because it's all reflective surfaces. And then I put a white backdrop on. And with some clever editing, I will make this look like a plain white soundstage. Yeah, the only slight downside I've come across while making this is the speech lights don't show up very well on camera, which is fine, but it does just mean I have to edit the lights in post, which probably works out better, to be honest, anyway. But yeah, rather pleased with that. I'm just gonna chuck the footage into some editing software now and try and trim it and see if it looks okay, because if it doesn't, I'll have to have a rethink. Okay, it's not good news. The difference between Darren and Donald in terms of colour grading on all the footage, it's just too different to sort of mush the two shots together, which is annoying but not impossible to fix. We can reshoot either using the DSLR, or I might try shooting in Video Pro mode on my phone here. So I think the problem is, just shooting basic video, the camera on the phone is doing its best to find the best sort of light quality for what is in front of it. I've tried turning it off, it still does it annoyingly. So yeah, it's going to need some fiddling. But the concept is sound. Looking at the shots I used, I think it's going to be manageable, which is always a good shout. It was good experimentation, but the footage is not usable currently. So I am going to have to reshoot, which is annoying, but not completely unexpected, if I'm being honest. I have just been hit by a wave of tiredness, though, so I'm going to stumble up to bed and come back to this another day. But yeah, it was good experiment, but more work needed. Not unhappy though. It's disappointed it didn't work first time, but I know what I need to do to fix it, and I know that, more importantly, that when I start getting into the editor and mushing stuff together, as long as the colour grade is consistent through all the footage, it will work quite well and look rather good. So yeah, not ideal, but not terrible either. So all in all, an hour well spent. Now we know. So when we come to do this properly, we'll do it correctly. Oh God, I am extremely tired now. The hyperactivity has worn off big time. Right, I'm calling it a night. Good night, everybody. Good morning. It is the 17th of August today, and I am beginning the filming of the first Dalek December video, or at least the first one I will be shooting. Today we are filming the pilot episode for the adventures of Derek and Matt, as seen in 1963. Yeah, this one's going to be silly, but I'm excited about it. It's little bit different and something a bit special to celebrate the 21st of December, which is of course the anniversary of the dead planet. Yeah, thought I'd do something a little different. Anyway, just setting out some fairly authentic props. I mean, there's several inaccuracies. That's written in biro, but that's a fountain pen. I've tried my best to make it look a bit like a fountain pen. Yeah, that's a battery-powered watch. Probably wouldn't have been battery-powered back then, but it looks reasonably like the Park. That's a tag for the Ankh-Morpork post office, so very anachronistic. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what Matt in 1963's job is. He either works for the post office or he's a guard. He can't make his mind up. But I just thought this looked suitably vintage, or at least vintage enough to pass on camera. Got an authentic British Railways timetable here, which does contain train times for Bletchley somewhere in here. I can't find them right now, but they are in there. An authentic book of different railway classes. It's open on my favourite one. Yeah, it's just a little establishing shot, but it's something that I think just adds a bit of detail that makes you think that we are not in the present day. Yeah. I already own a rotary style phone anyway, so that's going to be making an appearance in the video as well. So I'm going to start with some establishing shots and various close-ups and things, and then I'm going to get dressed into my 1963 Matt outfit, which I'm sort of taking inspiration from Ian Chesterton, played by the fantastic William Russell. I've not got a 100% screen accurate outfit or anything, but I'm sort of going for that kind of very prim and proper style, so white shirt, tie. I don't have a cardigan, but so I will be substituting that for a tweed jacket, which kind of puts a little bit of Matt Smith in as well. But yeah, and I've been practicing my sort of upper class English accent from the period, so sort of a bit like this. A thing that looks like a police box standing in a junkyard. It can move anywhere in time and space. It's not perfect, but we'll work with it. Yeah, this is a very silly little sketch, and I'm putting way too much effort into it. But yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited. Let's crack on and film it then. Just realised I forgot a really important prop. Authentic Hornby clockwork model train. What's the point of having these things if you don't show them off, right? Hello? Yes? Etc. Blah blah blah. Talking. Yes? Etc. That's my wife going up the stairs. Etc. Okay. Goodbye. That's my first line. And this is the room in question. It's not much at the moment, but with the addition of a bed. Splendid. Where exactly did you say you were from again? Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Derek. You may call me Matt. All of my friends do. And scene. Right, the video bit's all done. Just got to do the audio stuff first. I've got some narration to do, and then all of the Dalek lines. Narration, which is handwritten, because it appeared earlier. Right, let's do this. Lowered a background noise from the new computer, but fortunately through the magic of editing we can trim that out. Dear Mother, I hope that this letter finds you well. I have now fully settled into my new home in Bletchley. The house is perfect for a respectable bachelor such as myself. That being said, I have managed to run up a few trifling bills. That line is wrong, I'll do that again. That being said, I have managed to miss a few trifling bills and have found myself forced to advertise for a lodger. I was telephoned this morning by a gentleman who saw my advertisement in the local paper. He seems an odd sort, based on our brief conversation, but one shouldn't rush to judgment. He tells me he will be coming by to see the room this morning. Right, now for the fun bit. I've kept the settings roughly the same as the new series Dalek. So when you talk like this, you sound normal. Exterminate! But I'm going for very much sort of Dead Planet way of speaking, so that's a bit more monotone. Something a bit more like this. You will move ahead of us and follow my directions. This way. Immediately. I said immediately. Fire! Like that. Okay. I do not require sleep. I do not require sleep. The room is satisfactory. Scarborough. I am from Scarborough. Such a dumb line. Scarborough. I am from Scarborough. Right, there's a rather ranty Dalek speech here. It's not far. It borrows bits from like classic series Dalek speeches, but it's quite a good speech in its own right, I think. So yeah, I'll see what you guys think. My race was genetically engineered. We rose from the ashes of our home after a 1,000-year war. We have become the superior beings. One day we shall take our rightful place as the supreme power of the universe. All races will tremble at the might of the Daleks. We shall conquer and destroy all other worlds, and our battle cry shall be exterminate! 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 Daleks do not drink tea. Poor Monty would be very upset. Tonight, I will travel to Dallas. And then tomorrow, as the President of the United States travels through the streets, I will teach these human beings the power of the Daleks. Okay, all done. Happy days. I suppose I ought to edit the damn thing now. Let's crack on.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness. So tell me, oh, will you believe? So tell me, oh,
I've finished. One down, two to go. It was quite a fun edit, this, because I've had to do a few things I don't normally do. I had to run a low pass filter over all the audio, just to give it that sort of 60s kind of muffled sound. I've also had to add noise and, of course, change all the footage into 4:3 and black and white. But I'm really pleased with the result. I think it looks great. And I really hope you guys will enjoy it. It's silly, but there's been a lot of love put into it, and I hope people will appreciate that. Yeah, very, very happy bunny right now. Yeah, just waiting for it to finish rendering, and then I'm going to watch it through, tweak anything that needs tweaking, and yeah, one down. Happy days. Right, next week, I've also booked Thursday off work to film the Cult of Scratchwood episode, which will be interesting because there's a lot going on. I'm going to try and do it on my phone again. I shot this on my phone and the footage turned out really nicely, so I'm going to try and do the same with that, and yeah, so I'll see you next week for Groundhog Day of the Daleks. I'm in a good place. I'm very happy. Hello again. It's the 24th of August, and I've taken another day off work because I'm planning to spend the day in my pyjamas. No, I'm not having a day off. I'm filming Groundhog Day of the Daleks. I've got props. Yeah, this is just a flip clock from Amazon because I wanted to do the joke properly. So I've got a flip clock. For those of you who haven't seen Groundhog Day, because I appreciate some of you might not have done, it is a very good film about a chap who goes to Punxsutawney in the United States, which has a tradition every February where they take a groundhog, which at the time was called Punxsutawney Phil, out of his hole, and if he sees his shadow, then there's 6 more weeks of winter. And the story is about a weatherman who goes to this town to see the Groundhog Festival as part of his job for the news channel he's a weatherman for, and he gets stuck in a time loop, and he relives Groundhog Day in this town where he's trapped by a snowstorm for, some estimates say, about 40 years. And he grows and develops as a person as a result. And goes slightly mad, which I felt was appropriate to pay homage to. This is also, I suppose, a parody of Eve of the Daleks, which is another time loop episode. So yeah, we're gonna have fun today. This is a stupid script, and I love it. I think it's one of the best things I've ever written. It's genuinely funny. I sat there chuckling while I was writing it, so I know it's funny. Yeah. Hoping you'll enjoy it. Anyway, I'd better get on, because it's like 20 to 11, and I've not filmed anything yet. I am well behind. I'm going to put my gym jams on. Okay, I did actually manage to get the shot in one go, which is fortunate, because getting the battery in and out of this is a fiddle. It's, that's... I'm going to need a screwdriver to pry that out. No, that didn't work. This is very cheap. I don't recommend buying it. But it works for the visual gag, so yeah, it looks the part, and that's really what matters. But I got the shot in one go. Happy days. All right, let's move on. That's not right. That's what? Okay, something very weird is going on. Nope. morning, Monty, etc. Yes, I'll have tea, blah, 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 thank you. Yes, please. We did it!
Superior Dalek multi-spectrum scanning now engaged.
That was exhausting. I've just finished recording all of my scenes in the kitchen, and my phone, which I'm recording this on, is nearly out of battery, so I'm taking a breather and popping it onto charge for half an hour. I might make myself a cup of coffee because I'm exhausted now. All that running about's killed me. I'm enjoying this script. I have to say it's a genuinely funny video, or at least I think so. If that's not too conceited, yeah. No, I genuinely love the script. I think this is a really funny one. So yeah, I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it because I'm enjoying making it, which is nice. Having fun. Do. Yeah. Unplug that vortex manipulator now! It's going to explode! Yes! I'm confiscating this. Nope, this isn't up for discussion. You lot can't be trusted, especially not with a time machine. Whoever sent you this wants shooting, I'm telling you. It's the end of the day, just after 10 o'clock. I didn't get finished, but that's okay, because it took a while to actually film all my bits. All I've got left to do are the Dalek bits down here in the studio, which is where the rest of the cult minus Monty are trying to charge the vortex manipulator, so they've got it hooked up to a battery charger. So I've got to shoot that. I've shot all my stuff, that's all ready to go. Then I've got to record the dialogue, which I'll probably get around to doing this weekend. Yeah, and then we can start the edit. But I'm pretty pleased with what I got done today. I very much enjoyed it. I think there are some cracking lines in this, and it's a daft idea, and those are the best ones. I think it's one of the funniest things I've ever written. I've said that already today, but genuinely, sort of performing this, I think it's very, very funny. I think people will like it. Yeah. I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Once this one is done, there is just Buy a Dalek 2023 to do. And based on the footage I've shot today and last week for the classic Adventures of Derek and Matt episode, I think I've worked out how to do it consistently using the phone now, which is great because it means the footage quality will be a lot better. Generally speaking, the quality of the footage from today's shoot is pretty damn good. I've just been watching some of it back, and it looks pretty damn great. Yeah, time will tell whether or not it looks good when we get it into the edit. But yeah, it's shot in 4K. It's going to be reduced down to HD. Which means, I'll be able to tweak the footage a bit as well. So if a shot's a bit too wide and I want to tighten it a bit, I can do that now without compromising the image quality. So it's nice to have those options. Yeah. But I'm thoroughly exhausted now. It was a tiring shoot. It was a lot of energy being expended, and yeah, very tired. I'm too old for this stuff. Right, good night. I'll see you on another shoot, probably finishing this one off. And if I get time over the weekend, I might try and shoot by a Dalek as well. But we'll see. I don't want to overdo it. There is still, where are we? August, September, October, November. 3 months to go. So, yeah. Feeling quite organised. It's good. I haven't heard from Rory about the Asylum. I must chase that. This is the problem with delegating. I feel bad about chasing people, especially when they're giving up their time for free. Yeah. But yeah, I'll have to see if the Asylum's going to be finished in time. If it's not, no biggie. We can just knock that off of the schedule. It won't be a problem. I'm getting too old for this. This is silly. This is a young man's thing. I'm a father now. I'm nearly 34. 34 next March. That is so old. That's practically 40. Unacceptable. Don't grow up, kids. I tried it once. I don't recommend it. Right. Good night. Hello. It's tea time on Saturday. And no, that's not the name of my new spin-off. No. Yeah, it's about Saturday tea time. I'm going to finish off the bits down here for the episode. And then I'm hoping I can start to edit it this evening, because it would be nice to have it done by the end of the weekend. I don't see it happening, but I'll give it a go. Yeah, anyway, I've got to put the pyjama top back on because I realised I forgot to do a close-up with my hands of unplugging the vortex manipulator. But, yeah, we'll do that, and then, yeah, should be golden. Exciting. By the way, folks, just for the avoidance of doubt, this is not plugged in. It's never going to be plugged in, and just so we can be clear, there is the plug. Do not try this at home. This would be a very stupid thing to do. So, slightly upsetting development. I think Derek is knackered. When I turn him on, yeah. I've swapped out all the batteries. That hasn't helped. I've tried just giving it a shake just to make sure there's not something trapped in one of the contacts. That hasn't helped. I'm stuck. I have no idea what to do. That is deeply upsetting. Not sure what I'm going to do now. Can't afford another one. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, so that is problematic. We'll just... You bastard! Give me a flipping heart attack there. Okay, never mind, carry on. That kind of goes with what I was saying at the start of this video, though. These things are old, and I don't know how much longer I'll be able to do this. That gave me a fright. Yeah, when these break, I don't know what I'm going to do. I won't be able to do any more videos with them. I can't replace the 18-inch models. It's, yeah. Okay, don't think about that now. Let's just crack on and film this thing. Yeah, anxiety through the roof. Hold that thought. Oh yeah, man, good shout. Pile up all the stuff in the corner where no one will see it. And then put a shot in that shows all the stuff. Smart. Well done.
You will make a good Dalek. A
And that's a wrap. All the video footage is done. I've got to record the voice lines. I'm packing it in for this evening. It's just gone 5:10 and I'm hungry. Technical difficulties with Derek gave me a heart attack. Yeah, I'm going to pick up the voice lines tomorrow. But yes, it is in the can. The video is done. Yeah. Whew. Got to do the voice lines and then I'll edit it. But yeah, really pleased. I think it's going to be a cracking good episode. Please do not attach replica vortex manipulators to your car battery chargers. That's a really dumb thing to do. And this was done in complete safety. The lights and things I'm going to edit on afterwards, I did not want that anywhere near the power while I was playing with it. Yeah, I'm no moron. Yeah, anyway. See you later. Oh, hey guys, I'm pretending I didn't see you there. I'm going to record some lines because I want to start editing and I can't edit until I've done the lines. Kind of a catch-22 type situation. Yeah, so I'm going to record the lines now. Yeah, I'm excited to get started with this edit. I think this is going to be a fun one to do. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing all sorts of weird kind of visual stuff with it. Yeah, it's going to be good. Anyway, just check the settings on the old ring modulator.
Soon the crucible will be complete. We have waited long for this ultimate destiny. Now the Daleks are masters of Earth. Daleks are the masters of Earth, etc.
Yep, that's working. Right, let's crack on.
Good morning, Matt. I trust you slept well. Would you care for some tea?
It's hard figuring out what lines I have and haven't done, because obviously I can reuse some of these. Yeah, here we go.
I do not believe so. Would you care for some tea? Most mornings for the past decade. Most mornings for the past decade. Most mornings for the past decade.
I'm not happy with that line. I don't know what it is. I can't seem to get it right. I may just have to do good enough and come back to it another day if I'm still not happy.
Most mornings for the past decade. Most mornings for the past decade.
Okay, I have a decision to make here. I can either go with what I've written on the script, or something maybe a bit more Monty-like. I don't know. I'm going to try both and see how I feel in the edit.
Coffee it is.
Alternatively,
2 bags it is. Apart from that vortex manipulator we got a while ago. Vortex manipulator now connected. Greetings, inferior life forms, and welcome to Ask a Dalek. That's more like it. There we go. Vortex manipulator now connected.
Soon we will have full access to time travel. The Daleks will be unstoppable. We shall be the masters of time. Activate the power.
Emergency! Emergency! Vortex manipulator explosion imminent!
Because I refuse to return to the cupboard. Because I refuse to return to the cupboard.
one of those will do. Right, Donald's time. Donald's more 40, about here-ish. There we go, that'll do. Right.
Remind me why we haven't just exterminated him? That's a wrap!
Okay, cool. Done. The next shot you're going to see is a time-lapse of the edit. So, enjoy. Hello again, it's the 24th of September, so just over 2 months to go. I'm about to film A Dalek 2 for the 3rd time. I know what I'm doing now, so this time will work. Hopefully. Yeah. So I'm going to film all the video footage and then record the lines, and if I have time, may even start editing. But once I've done that, that will be all 3 of the edited ones done. The only other thing I've got to do now is edit the sound effects for the Asylum when Rory's finished his part of it. And I need to film some footage for Ask a Dalek, because I want a shot of all the cult just with sort of separately moving eye stalks and things that I can just drop in. Yeah, and then just speak over that. I think that's the best way of doing it. Yeah, happy with progress. Once I've got this done, I'll feel a bit more relaxed, because it's one less thing to worry about. Okay guys, great job, that's a wrap. You did well. Hopefully don't need to get you guys to come in again, so thanks for everything. See you in December. Right, that's the video footage done. Let's record some lines. I appear to have lost my script. Good start. There it is. Lovely. Here we go.
This Christmas season, you should consider buying your children a Dalek like me. The universe has moved on a bit since then, Grandpa. For instance, we have ramps everywhere now, so you can finally get around. With a casing that big, you can carry around all of the pies.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
With a casing that big, you can carry around all of the pies. Do you actually want to count that 15-second appearance in the wedding of River Song?
Okay, Paradigm Dalek time.
Hello? Sorry I'm late. My casing has to be bigger. It needs to accommodate my larger gun stick. You're telling me you didn't notice what your arm attachment was for a whole decade? And yet you think you're superior to me? I don't have to stand here and put up with this! It's not my fault that blingy gold over here hogs the camera! Besides, We showed up loads of times in the comics and video game. Fine! But at least we did something you didn't. We defeated the Doctor! Yes, we did! Yes, we did! Yes, we did! What's my first story called again? Because I'm fairly certain it's not yet another embarrassing defeat of the Daleks.
That's a hard line to say. One more time.
What's my first story? What's my first story called again? Because I'm fairly certain it's not yet another embarrassing defeat of the Daleks. You guys are jerks. You guys suck.
Okay, now it's Donald's lines, which are a bit more up here.
And I am also a Dalek. Oh, ha, ha. I'd like to see you move hundreds of tons of rubble using only a plunger. Oh, come on. You know Big Finish doesn't count. Who the hell is that? If you can't stand the heat, get out of the nuclear wasteland. Yes, but it's not really a victory if all you do is show up, shout a bit, and then run away. What precisely were you doing in that episode again?
And that's a wrap. Woo!
Right, now that that's all done, to the edit suite.
Mercedes Polaroid. Polaroid.
Hello, it's Halloween. I'm not dressed up, sorry. I've made zero effort. I don't really do Halloween. Carved a pumpkin. Yeah, Jacob's first Halloween, so we did a pumpkin. That was quite nice. Yeah, but no, the reason I'm here talking to you is I finished by a Dalek 2023. As you'll have seen from the time-lapse, that was a fiddle. It's not come out perfect, but it's come out pretty damn good, and I'm happy with it. Really happy. So yeah, that's the 3 main edited ones done. Rory is still working on the Asylum. I assume I'm still going to have to do the sound effects for that when it's finished. But yeah. There's also a fun little thing that I found the other day. I found a load of old footage from the kind of cancelled follow-up to the pilot for Adventures of Derek and Matt. I did a follow-up episode that I shot when I was still living in London. I wrote it, I shot it, the footage wasn't great, and I didn't like the script. And just partway through editing it, I just went, nah, do you know what, this is rubbish, I'm going to start again. But I've still got all of the footage. It's a bit ropey, you can tell I was just getting started, so it's not very good. But it's still a fun little story. And yeah, there's bits I shot when I was down in London, there's some bits that I shot at my parents' house. A couple of shots from which actually appear in Genesis, but not in the context they are in this kind of lost script. So just as a little bonus video, I'm actually going to edit that and upload that sort of towards the end of the month as just a little bonus video. It's quite exciting actually to look back and see what I was planning based on the script. I had a whole story mapped out and I just junked it, and there's some little tidbits in there that are just quite nice. But yeah, I just decided against it in the end. It didn't work for me. But yeah, I'm going to edit that and do that as a little bonus video, which I hope you guys will enjoy, because it's yeah, it's a silly bit of nostalgia for me, and it's more Derek and Matt content, which is always fun. But strictly non-canon now. That has been superseded now by the actual show. So yeah. So I've been filming this episode of the Dimension Diaries since June, July, or so on. I'm not sure where I'm going with it. I've got to be honest. I've done pretty much everything I set out to do, bar sort of the final tweaks to the Asylum when Rory delivers that. And I've recorded all the editing I've done, so I should be able to put something reasonably good together from all this footage that might be engaging for you guys. I don't know. If you've made it this far, well done. Yeah, I think it's just possibly interesting to some of you to see that creative process from that, oh my god, what have I let myself in for thing I did way back at the start of the video, to now, where I'm feeling quite confident. I think the last few months have delivered 3 really solid edited videos. And there's also going to be a nice, really nice Ask a Dalek, I think. I've got ideas for it. I mean, but as it's a live show, that could go anywhere. But a Ask a Dalek featuring the entire cult is something you guys have been asking for forever, pretty much since I did the first one. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun evening, I think. It's yeah, that's going to be a fun episode to make. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with in terms of questions. But yeah, really, really pleased with how Dalek December is shaping up.
Yeah, a couple of little extras, like I say, got the Asylum still to do, and this little extra video. But yeah, overall, I'm in a good place with it. I'm very happy. If you're seeing this shot, it means that I've decided not to end the video here. I just recorded an outro and everything.
If you're seeing this shot, it means I decided to end the video at this point, because either it's gone on too long, or there's just nothing more of interest to show you.
But clearly if I've dropped this in, that means there's more to show you. So, yeah, stick around. How long is this episode going to be? I'm not wearing a watch. That joke doesn't work. Oh, I'm so tired. Can you tell? Anyway. Yeah, if you're seeing this, it means there's more to come. So, stick around.
Hello again. I've shaved. Yeah, it is the... What day is it today? The 26th of November. I've just finished the lost episode of Derek and Matt. It's riddled with continuity errors. The footage isn't great, but I knew all this already. But considering, I don't think it's too bad. It's an enjoyable, fun little story, and I hope you guys will enjoy it. Like I say, if it hadn't resurfaced, I wouldn't have minded too much, because it's not my best work. But I hope you guys get some enjoyment out of seeing, I don't know, what might have been, I suppose. Yeah, it should be good. So this is good. It means the only thing I've got left to edit now, when Rory delivers it, is the Asylum remake. And also the video you're watching now. Could I put a montage of me editing this video in this video? That feels too self-indulgent. I don't know. Anyway, yes. That's all of my stuff done. I'm literally just waiting on Rory finishing off the Asylum. And yeah, that's Dalek December done. I'm quite pleased. I'm proud of what I've made here. It should be quite exciting and enjoyable. First episode goes out on Thursday for channel members, and then next Saturday for everyone else. We'll see how people react to that. The first one's going to be the Cult of Scratchwood, Groundhog Day of the Daleks. Couldn't remember the title for a minute there. It has been a long few months. Dear oh dear. Anyway, so that's exciting. Looking forward to seeing people's reactions. It's going to be good. I am very tired though. Too much editing. I'm never doing this again. Maybe for the 70th anniversary. How good was Doctor Who, by the way? That's been on now. The Star Beast was on last night. I really loved it. I thought it was great. Very, very happy bunny. Well, that's all from me for now. Not sure what else I can record for this. Other than a time-lapse for the Asylum when it comes in. And then maybe a little retrospective. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever it is, you're going to see it any second. So there's no point me rabbiting on about it, really. Matthew, learn when to stop talking, for the love of God. Anyway, bye for now.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headaches stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
So, hi. It is some considerable amount of time later. Yeah, you remember in that last video clip you just saw back that way, where I said I was going to record a little retrospective once all the videos have been uploaded. Yeah, it turns out I didn't do that because I forgot. I am not good at this. I apologise profusely. Yeah, where are we now? It's April 2025, which is some considerable amount of time since Dalek December took place, about a year and a half, give or take. In all seriousness, I didn't get around to recording a retrospective because shortly after the first of the Dalek December videos went up, something really awful happened in my home life. My dear friend Dick of Biggest Little Railway fame, and who guest starred on an episode of Live from the Works way back in 2020, passed away at the beginning of December 2023, and I went into a bit of a decline in a very big way. I
was extremely miserable, to the point that that week was going to be the Ask a Dalek Live, and I just couldn't face it. So I actually postponed it. So the order of the videos got changed up at the last minute, which was kind of embarrassing because I'd already uploaded a schedule of what was going to be uploaded or broadcast when. So that went out the window. I took the Christmas period to sort of get my mental health together and just about managed it, I guess. Yeah, and that probably goes some way to explaining why this retrospective never got filmed. Yeah, what can I say? Life likes throwing you curveballs. Sorry, got lost in a moment there. Anyway, it is April 2025 now, as I said. Lots happened since then. Vote Dalek came back last year, so that was pretty cool. That blew up. Vote Dalek blew up in a big way, which leads neatly on to Dalek December, which didn't blow up at all, actually. It's the first one I did back in 2013 was kind of the thing that really propelled my channel from being this tiny little channel in sort of this medium-sized channel with several thousand subscribers rather than several hundred. That isn't how it went this time around. I didn't really notice any uptick in subscriber traffic or anything like that this time. And I'm okay with that, because this whole project was kind of a love letter to my subscriber base anyway. It was never meant as a cynical all cash in on the 60th anniversary. It was a celebration of the last decade and a celebration of the thing that brings it all together, of course, Doctor Who. In terms of the amount of views, the Cult of Scratchwood has, as of the time of recording this, 3,000 views. By a Dalek, 4.7 thousand views. Genesis of the Derek, the lost episode, just shy of 2,000. An Unearthly Lodger, which is the sort of 1963 pilot episode I made, 1.3 thousand views. Ask a Dalek Live got 908 views. And the Asylum did really well, 6,000 views as of today. Yeah, so that's kind of tells me my audience hasn't really changed, because the Asylum and By a Dalek are still some of my most popular videos. So like the redos of those being really popular is not at all surprising. But yeah, the feedback I got on the whole project was amazing, and it's great to hear from my subscriber base and my fan base just saying how much they still love the content I'm churning out, and the great affection you all have for the characters I've created, which, as someone who likes telling stories, is always gratifying to hear. So my one takeaway from all this really is I really enjoyed doing Dalek December, and you guys enjoyed what I made. So mission accomplished, I guess. Will I do it again in 2033? Ask me in 8 years. I don't know. Maybe. If I'm still doing this by then, I will likely do Dalek December 3. That's all I can say at this juncture. So that's about all I can say about the whole thing, really. All that really remains for me to do then is to say thank you for sticking around this long if you've watched the whole video. I've just checked the editing timeline while I'm sat here recording this. We have passed the 2-hour mark. I am so sorry. Oh dear. Matthew, what are you doing with your life? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. Never mind, eh? I'll keep doing videos about Daleks that are kind of funny. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this. If you've stuck it out this far, well done. This was very silly, but in the best possible way, I hope. Take care. I'll see you all again very, very soon indeed. Bye!
Nothing when you say goodnight in the morning. Nothing when you say goodnight in the morning.